Hey everyone, my name is Termel Sledge. I am an ex-Major League Baseball player, an ex-Major League coach, and I currently still work with the Arizona Diamondbacks. If you're having trouble hitting in a game, I'll tell you why. Your body is not in position. Your body has to feel internally like a human slingshot. If you're not hitting at the plate, or your child is not hitting at the plate, that means he's thinking too much and his body is not in position. Okay, from the third eye, this may look the same, okay? This is my body not in position, okay? Swinging like this. I would never hop in the cage, or any big leaguer would never hop in the cage like that. Now, keep in mind, this may look the same, but I know this just from years and years of doing the reps. My body will be in position, even though it may look the same, okay? It's in position. It's an internal feel versus the external feel. It may look the same, but boom, my body's in position there. Even though it may look the same, both are different. Now, if you imagine Ohtani, what he's doing there, in the video I'm going to show you, he's loading, he's presetting this, which all big leaguers know this internally, whether we like it or not. I have a batting cage in my backyard. As a lefty, I'm naturally lefty. I had to do everything right-handed to feel exactly what I was doing. All right, now do these steps here. Your front arm, your lead arm, put it out here. This is a Japanese technique. It's all about shoulder joint lock, and there's no muscle tension in our swing. We have to feel like a loose whip. All right, so put your front arm out, ball a fist, and you could have someone do it, or hit your arm down and try to stabilize it. Prevent yourself from going down, okay? You have that one technique. Now loosen the wrist and hand. Now do the same thing. Which one's more stable? If you're doing it right, this one's more stable. Once you get this feel, loose wrist versus here, right? Get the loose wrist and pick your arm up. And pick your bicep, inner bicep over your breast, and hold that. It's a front arm preset. Right? This is Ohtani here, right? What he's showing here. This is my stance here. Preset here. Mookie Betts, whatever he's doing here. Bellinger here. Front arm preset. Okay, how important that is. So once you get this feel here, lift your arm, and this should feel like a joystick. Look how loose this is. It's not stiff. Nice and loose. It's the only way you could create the whip. This is the only tension you're going to feel, right? Put the bat in your hand and feel the looseness of your wrist. You could choke up, right? And you should have the feel from here, very loose, very loose. The only thing I'm thinking of is just throwing my back hip from here, all right? Once you get this feel right here, that's your rubber band. This is rubber band, right? The science behind the swing is there's a rubber band behind us, the spiral line running this way and this way behind us, right? This way and this way, like an X, right? So what we're doing, we're stretching that rubber band. That rubber band leads from here, strapped to my hip behind me, right? So by this preset, the spiral line, I'm stretching this rubber band. So that means once I add my top arm here, if this preset's right, I don't have to think about anything. My hip load, stride, anything, because internally my body feels like a human slingshot, right? This is the preset here, right? I do naturally my stance, Ohtani, doesn't matter. If this preset is correct, right? Like I said, this does nothing. This is muscle tension. This is different. Hold it this way here, add my helper here. Now my body's set. All I have to think about now is being on time, okay? Boom. Being on time. Without that, if I don't have this preset and it's tensed up, something's gonna go wrong. I may turn in or whatever, but this is a demonstration with no preset, okay? Boom, may look the same, right? That's not enough for me in the game, right? The load is too big. It's not small. Internally, I do not feel like a human slingshot. All right, so you have the preset here. Once you get that, it's gonna make you feel a whole lot better standing in the box even before the pitcher even throws the ball, okay? After that, your body's in position. So think of that rubber band going this way, running across this way here, attached to my hip, front shoulder, okay? Once my body's fully set in the full preset, now I can just think of throwing the back hip, right? I don't have to think of anything else, right? When you're practicing in the game, you don't have to think of anything if you understand a front arm preset, right? That's why so many big leaguers do this. Like this here, we're setting our front arm preset. This right here will get you way more results in the game. You know why? Because you're not consciously in back of your mind while the pitch is being thrown thinking of what starts your load. Your hands, hips, need to get my foot down, whatever, right? This will sync your whole body up. There's more to it, but this little bit with the front arm preset, right? And then you get in your stance, you're free to go. Now you can focus on executing, beating your opponent in a sense. But like I said, this is the front arm preset. Boom, you could just let it loose. If my body's not preset, look at the difference. It may look the same, all right? But if this is tensed up or I'm not in the slingshot position from the get-go, look at the difference. It feels awkward, number one, and I don't even want to get my A swing off from here, right? My body doesn't feel like it internally has one move. All right, so if you want to get better results in the games for you or your child, learn this front arm preset. Do this trick, right? Stiff arm. Try to hold your arm. Now loosen it up. Now pick your arm up over here, right? And you can do this drill. Choke up with your bat and keep this front arm preset as long as you can, and just think of using your back hip.
Well, that's such poetry when he's locked in.
Front arm preset, back hip, back hip. Why is this correct? Because you want to have your bat in the zone as long as you can, right? If your front arm is not preset, you're going to enter in this way. What I see online is by the time the barrel's parallel to the ground, your hands are in front. My hands are in front here. All I could do is hit the ball hard in front of me, right? You're not going to make a living, right? There's no way on a consistent basis you can look fastball, adjust the off speed with your body in position, always hitting the ball in front. Front arm preset allows you to go here and enter in somewhere this way. Look at Ohtani's side swing or any big leaguer side swing. Our hands are even with our head once the bat is parallel to the ground. It's never here. You'll never see a big leaguer here. It's either here or back here. More power. The further back, the longer in the zone the bat is. That means I could be late on the middle and still have a chance. Hit the ball with authority the other way back here because I'm in back here this way.
So that means if I'm late,
right, I'm strong back here. If I enter in here, my only chance to hit the ball in front, right? And we're talking about increasing our inner confidence at the plate. Trust me, this would not have done it for me in my career if my hands were always leaking forward like this. Your body needs to be in position back here, right? Once the bat parallel to the ground, right? Check where your hands are. If they're in front here, that's leakage. You only could be strong in front here, which is, I can't even do it, but let me try it. Hit the ball in front here. My body doesn't even allow it, but there, no power, right? Front arm preset, and I enter in this way. Boom. Huge difference. That little front arm preset, I guarantee you every big leaguer's doing it. Do this in the game for you or your child. I guarantee you it's going to kill the noise better, and you will have better results. There's more to it, but this little tip will help. All right? Until next time.